David, 4-0, a hard day at the office.
It was a tough evening, Jack. Larne were excellent, as I knew they would be. They were coming off the back of a disappointing result against Cliftonville, so obviously Tiernan was looking for a response, and he certainly got that. They passed the ball about very quickly. Their movement was first class. Their pace, their ingenuity, and we came up against a very, very good Larne side on a night when maybe with a couple of the goals we could have done better, but overall we were beaten by the better side.
Yeah, a lot of people, the fans, someone may think it's a myth about the big difference between full-time and part-time, but that was a great example of the difference which was on display tonight.
Anybody think that's a myth, Jack? With respect to them, they're living in cloud cuckoo land. I make a point of not hiding behind the fact that, you know, Larne are full time and the quality in the squad and all of that what goes with that. You know, I've said from the get go, it is up to other clubs, those of us who are ostensibly part time, to try and close the gap. Sometimes you've just got to put your hands up, and instead of, you know, harping on about the full time, you simply say, well, you were beaten by the better side tonight. You know, as I say, we played in patches, we created chances, but the long and short of it was they were very clinical, they were very, very quick, and they worked extremely hard. They were a better side.
It's hard to cope with that good tempo they played at.
They played at an unbelievable tempo. You know, our players are in there absolutely out in their feet. You know, absolutely out in their feet. And what play? You know, okay, 4-0, but they didn't capitulate. You know, they kept going, and to that you've got to give credit. And sometimes you just got to sit back and be totally objective in your analysis and say it how it is. And we were beaten by a better side. The bit that they were full time and all of that, that's part and parcel. You know, I'm told that, you know, the Larne lads were preparing at Ross Park for a pre-match meal. Our boys were stuck in the M2 in a traffic jam.
That's one of the differences.
You know, it's one of the differences. But you know, that's, again, it is up to us to try and find a way to close the gap, Jack. You know, and that was a good lesson for us all tonight. And you're thinking, okay, going forward, how can we close that gap? Is there anything else we can do? As for tonight, we're beaten by the better side, and nothing more to say.
Yeah. On we go, back to the league on Saturday, and it's tough. You're at home to the league leaders, the unbeaten league leaders, Cliftonville.
They've been absolutely phenomenal this year. I've watched them a couple of times. One was actually the game at Windsor Park against Linfield, and they were very impressive. Very impressive. Paddy McLaughlin has put together a really good team. Again, well organised, passed the ball about very, very quickly. And when you think that it was Cliftonville who beat Larne on Saturday,
a part-time side beating a
yeah,
full-time
you know.
side.
So and so it's we know it's going to be tough. But listen, Jack, that's what this is all about. On record, this is the toughest landscape that I can remember ever, and we ourselves are going through a period of change, you know, and things just don't come together overnight, and that's, you know, it will take time. So, but as I say, we learn from tonight, we dust ourselves down, and we come to give our best against Cliftonville on Saturday.
As Davy King would say, come on the Sky Blues.
Thank you, Jack.